the more differentiation you will be doing on your mobile applications, the more better engagement and repeat app usage chances are. Okay, we'll talk more about it in our upcoming slides. So let's start with that. Our today's agenda will be to more of introduction about the native screens. Then we will talk about different use cases, and I'll give you a demo as well, that how you can use native screens inside your applications for what different purposes. Then after we'll talk about the impact of the native screen in your particular businesses, that how native screen can help you increase retentions or purchases, or maybe couple other different key metrics. And then we'll talk about what is upcoming in the native screen, what other different features we are upcoming with the native screen. And then in last 10 to 15 minutes, we'll talk about questions and answers from anyone here. So let's move forward. First of all, why application engagement is broken for many e-commerce brands? Or ultimately, let's say that if they have a presence on the mobile application, what is the main reason for that? Okay, so according to the Adjust 2023 Mobile Application Trend Report, people start using the mobile application, and within 30 days, the engagement or maybe the chances of the retention rate is actually 5.7% across the industry. Okay, and it's actually lower in the retail if there is no content variation here. So there are a couple reasons here. The first reason is the application is completely, like converted website into mobile app without any other differentiations or anything. Second thing is there are no unique value propositions. Let's say that if you are not giving an enough reason for people to download the mobile app rather than like directly using your website in the browser. That's the another biggest reason here. Second thing is when you convert your website into mobile app, which is of course what Twinr does, and that's where some of our customers were feeling limited to that, and that's where we came up with the new feature native screen to help them to like resolve that limited capabilities. So that is another reason here, that limited flexibility to run campaigns or changing the content, or maybe have a different content variation between your website and the mobile application. So all those basically sum up to a lower retention and all those different things that I have that we have seen here under the Adjust 2023 Mobile Application Trend Report. Now, let's see. So the interesting fact here is if you will just increase your retention by 5%, okay, you are tend to increase your profit by 25 to 95%. Now the number difference is very big here because it really depends based on the like average order value that your e-commerce brand having and everything. But just imagine that just increasing your retention by 5% is going to give you a profit increase of 25 to 95%. That's a huge jump. And when I work with any of the customer in Twinr, I always tell them that, okay, you know what, mobile application is not the acquisition channel. Mobile application is actually the retention and the engagement channel. Okay, so if you will use or consider mobile application as an acquisition, you might not be happy with the result. But if you will use that for the retention and the engagement, you will be very happy with the result. I'll show you some of the numbers from our customers as well, that what kind of results they are achieving with their mobile application with different marketing and engagement and retention techniques. Another thing is e-commerce brands with loyal app users see 3x more purchases, which is why you should build a mobile application, to build your loyal customers, right? And mobile application could be that channel where any of the loyal customer or repeat users should have the mobile application installed in their devices. Now let's consider a scenario here where you are let's say that you have a presence on Amazon or maybe any other marketplaces, right? Now to retain the same user on Amazon or any other marketplaces, you will again need to pay for that. You will need to spend on the marketing or the advertisement on Amazon, because if you will stop marketing on Amazon or any other marketplaces, your rankings will be lower down, correct? So to do that, you will need to keep spending money on that. But let's say that if you start migrating those users to the mobile applications, then using push notifications, using couple other different marketing tactics, you will be spending $0 on retention, correct? So that's the main idea here. Now, what is native screens? So ultimately, native screen is a fully customizable native screens built for the exclusively for the mobile applications. It does not have any connections with the website, or I would say that it is completely separated from your website. So that screens are doesn't really exist on the website, and then you are building completely app exclusive content for your mobile users. That's one thing. Second thing is we have a very nice drag and drop style editor. I'll go into more details in our demo further. And it is completely without writing a single line of code. So you don't really need to write a single line of code to build the native screen. Everything is drag and drop, setting up a certain settings here and there, and then you are good to go with that. Enabling campaigns, storytelling, offers, and more. So let's say that if you want to run certain campaigns or offers only for the mobile applications, then this native screen can be a solution for you. And I have implemented this solution for our customers after releasing the native screens. And it integrates seamlessly with your existing application. Now, we will not forget that, okay, Twinr, fundamental of the Twinr is to convert or brings everything that you have on the website. On top of that, you are adding all these little features here and there, like for example, native screen or all the more than 30 plus features that we are providing on Twinr. You are adding that in your mobile application to make it more effective. Okay, so we still work seamlessly with your existing application with all the features that you have on the website. So we are not really negotiating anything here. We are adding an extra value here. Why native screen could be a game changer for your business, or why you should implement that in your mobile application? First of all, you will be basically ditching the web clones. So like completely, so for example, if your website is your mobile application is literally the clone of the website, but now with the native screen, there will be a content variation, UI variation, value proposition variations here as well, right? So it will be a actual real mobile application that is differentiating from your website. That's one thing. Second thing is personalized content equal to performance lift. So the more you will be providing different value proposition on the mobile application, the more chances of the engagement, repeat sessions, and the higher conversions, right? And all these numbers that we are providing here are basically fetched from certain facts and certain reports, maybe from Shopify or maybe some other industrial reports. So 35 to 60% higher engagement, let's say, 2x repeat sessions, up to 27% lift in the conversions. This is all factual numbers from the past historical data. Hybrid native screen means less rejections and the more control. Now, this is a very common question that we receive almost every day on our live chat, on our customer support, that, okay, Android and iOS are actually rejecting the applications which are completely clone of the website, or someone has converted website into the mobile application. There are higher chances of getting the application rejected. Well, since start, we are providing 100% app approval guarantee on Twinr. Okay, but now even we are more confident that, okay, if you will use native screens, the chances of rejections are very less. Okay, it will be like completely negligible here, I would say that. Maybe at least it will not be rejected for a reason that, okay, your application is completely clone of the website. It might be rejected for some other reason, which is, of course, there could be a different other reasons for that. But at least Apple or Google will not be rejecting your application because of minimal design, or maybe like complete clone of the website, or there are no differences between website or the mobile application kind of things. Okay, so it's a now with the native screen, you can build a true hybrid application in Twinr. Moving along, so in our today's demo, we will be talking about a couple different, I will give you a complete demo of the application that I have prepared first of all. Then we will go through all the different native screen elements, for example, banners, custom product listing, category pages, landing pages, custom setting screen, those kind of features, that how you can build these kind of use cases into the mobile application using native screens. So I would say let's jump into that. I have a few things ready already. Okay, I hope you guys can see my my dashboard, Twinr dashboard here. So I already have prepared one demo here. So let's say if I open this Twinr VB demo application in my preview application, the home screen that you see here is completely built on the native screen. Okay, the banners here, the this carousel here, for example, the product list here, these different elements and segments here. Everything is completely built on the native screen. Now, of course, this is not limited. The possibilities are endless here. You can do a lot of different things with different elements that we are providing right now, and the different elements that we will be coming up with in the future, because this is just a start. This is just a first version of the native screen we are coming up with, and we have already planned a lot of extra features in the native screen which will make it more meaningful in the future. Another screen I have here is the category screen. Let's say for any e-commerce brands, right, having a category pages is much more important than anything else. So now with the native screen, you, even if you do not have these designs or these separate pages available on the website, you can create these kind of pages in the mobile application, and this is completely native. Okay, there are no web code injected here. But when you click on any of the particular category, let's say here, yes, it is going to your website URL now. So as I said, like, it is a hybrid application. So your first layer of the screen is the native screen, and the second layer, when someone will click on any of the product, it is going to your website, particular designated website that you can decide by yourself that where do you want to redirect it. Okay, and I'll show you in our demo that how you can create the screen and achieve this kind of designs here. Second thing is our more screen. Let's say that in the mobile applications, for any applications that you will envision, usually they create setting screens or the more screens like this, where they provide different options for sign in, for example, or maybe about us, contact us, privacy policy, terms of service, or a couple other different policies, or anything that you want to do, right? So usually our users before the native screen, they were complaining that, okay, could you please like do something for this, or how we can build this kind of screen in the mobile application. So I used to give them a solution that, okay, you know what you can do, you can create one separate page on your website, have this design, and use it into the mobile applications. But now you don't need to do that, right? Because you can achieve the similar result and similar output with the native screen alone. So you don't really need to spend your time, or maybe like if you are having a website developers, for example, who are working on, you do not really need to spend time on that. You can directly use Twinr native screen feature to achieve this result. Another big advantage here is, let's say that when someone will open the native screen application, the application with the native screen versus the fully web to mobile app conversion application. Okay, the thing is, speed of the application is drastically improved at this moment. So let's say that if I go back and open this application, as you can see, the content is almost immediate, like within a millisecond it has been the content was available here, right? On opposed to that, if I'll load any of the application which has the first page as a web or something, it might take extra time, because ultimately we are loading the content from the website, right? We are loading the content from the web. So it really depends on the website speed as well. Nowadays, websites are pretty fast. Of course, they are, like, nowadays the web frameworks are very solid. I mean, they are pretty good in the speed and improvements and everything as well. So it's not going to be a big issue, let's say, right? But again, like, in terms of improvements, in terms of user experience, in terms of like content variations and everything, native screen could be a still option for you, or maybe it's a must option for any applications out there to use it and utilize it for your applications. So now let's jump into the creating a native screen and how we can create different screens out of it. So the first thing, native screens is part of the screens menu. That's where all the screens are. Okay, you click on the plus button here, click on the native screen, and enter your screen name. Let's say that I'm just entering the native demo title at this moment, just for the demo purpose. We can select any screen icon here. Let's say I'm just selecting, let me see, shop icon, let's say, for example, this one. Okay, and then select it and add a new screen here. Okay, so now the new screen has been added, and as you can see, the native demo screen is part of my bottom menu as well. So let me bring it to the top of the screen, so it's always available for easy preview. Okay, that's good now. So native demo screen is available here. It's completely blank. There is nothing here. Okay, so let's start with the first element, which is the banner element. So inside the banner element, you can just, by the way, you can click on this plus button. Okay, scroll down. You can check that, okay, we have lots of different elements provided here. banner elements, list elements. Then after we have a product grids here, and product grid with different layouts. Like you can have a grid, you can have a product list, you can have a vertical product list, you can have a settings list element like this. Okay, so right now I dragged and dropped banner element here. Now this banner element, it can be used for different purposes. It can be used for announcement, it can be used for offer announcement, it can be let's say in terms of news applications, it can be used for latest news or the trending news or anything like that. Okay, in terms of restaurant, maybe if you are bringing up a new menu, or if you are launching the new menu in the next week or whatever it is, you can use the banner element for that as well. So there are different use cases here. Okay, now in the banner element, after adding the banner element, this is your content area here, where you will be playing around or adding the new content for your banner. So if you want to edit an existing banner, you click on the banner, it will open the edit banner dialog here. So you can change your image here, you can change the title here, subtitle here, description here, let's say, button text as well. Now all this content is optional. So let's say that you do not want to use the content here, you want to keep it plain, for example. If you just want to keep it like only an image here, you can do that as well. You can remove everything, save this, and there is no content visible here. So ultimately you can design your banner with your own content. You do not want to, let's say, use content from the Twinr area, but you want to prepare an image with the content itself, you can do that as well. Okay, second thing is you can create a new banners here. Okay, so same thing, you select an image, provide your content here. The main thing, these banners are clickable. So if I go to any of the banner item here, I can provide the banner action. So when user will click on this banner, it can be redirected to the particular link. Let's say that you are having the banner here. Let me bring up one URL for myself. Let's say that latest deals for today, or maybe daily deals or something like that. Okay, so or maybe the best sellers, let's say. Okay, so what I can do, I can enter that URL here, that okay, when someone click on this particular banner, I want to redirect them to this particular URL. So I click save this as a draft. As soon as I save it as a draft, the preview application will refresh, and that banner is available here as well. So when I click on the claim offer button, it will bring them to that particular link, best sellers and everything. Right? So that's how we can utilize it. Now, let me give you another example here. Let's consider that you want to release certain products only for the mobile application. You do not want to put it anywhere on the website, or maybe you do not want to, like have it publicized anywhere on the website. Okay, so in that situation, either you can use a banner here, or what you can do, you can use product grid like this. Okay, so in the product grid, ultimately you can have a category. So the ratings here, you can have a rating counter here, you can have a title, description, pricing, and everything, all the different product related options available here. So I click on any of the product, I can change the image as I want. Let's say that if I'm selecting this particular image, okay, so I change the image. Then after, I can change the title. So let me bring up a title here very quickly. Okay, so this is my Apple iPad. So I can change the title to Apple iPad. Let's say I do not want to use any description here. Okay, I want to say that okay, discount percentage is 12%. My price is 429. Well, by the way, you can decide your currency here as well. So let's say that in this particular example, if I want to use like CAD 424 is my actual price, is my discounted price, but my actual price is actually CAD 699 or something like that. So you can do that. Okay, you can decide the ratings here. You want to keep it as 5, 4.5, or anything. You can decide your review counter, and then you can insert the URL here. Now the thing is, this product should be available in your inventory. So you are adding this product in your inventory, but you are not adding this product anywhere on your website. You are not having this product link anywhere on the website. Okay, so now let's say that you have added this product here. Okay, so this is a draft. Now that product list will be available here as well. When I click on it, As you can see, there are minus 12% discount. It is already being based on our setup that we have done. The counter, the rating and everything, title is available here, the pricing is available here. Okay, when I click on it, it's gonna bring me to the particular product link. And I can, now this is of course your website link, so users will be able to add to the cart and do all the stuff that they want. So if I add to the cart here, that product will be available in my cart as well at the same time. So everything that you have envisioned will work here as well. Now the idea here is that you will be dragging on your website that, okay, if you want to, okay, download our mobile application for the app exclusive products, download our mobile application for getting 10% extra discount or something. And now when they will be inside the mobile application, as I've explained, as I've provided the UI here, that there will be a dedicated section for app exclusives. That, okay, these products will be only visible on the mobile application. It will not be visible on the on the website, right? So it will give more reasons for your users to download the mobile application, and then once they will download the mobile application, it has higher chances that they will be your retained users, their loyal users, and the repeat purchase will going to increase after that. Okay. Now there are a couple different options here that we can play around with. So now let me go to the settings menu here. The first thing is for the banner, sorry, for the product here, either you can use it as a grid here. You can change it to the vertical list, so it will be only single product in a list like this, or you can change it to horizontal list, so it will be like a horizontal scroll here. So if I save this as a graph, then we'll be able to preview it here. As you can see, now I have a horizontal list here. Okay, so you can have it like this. After that, another setup that you can do is spacing between the items. You can increase the spacing between the items. Okay, you can decide the title and CTL. For example, you can decide the card size as well, that you want it 4x3, you want it 3x4, let's say, or you want it 1x1, or you can have your custom card size as well. So everything is completely customizable here. Okay, you can have a corner radiuses. Let's say that I have a default setup here, but if I go to corner radius, I can, as you can see, these corner radiuses are changing, right? So you can play around with the corner radiuses as well. You can have a different background color as well, something like this, if your theme is similar to that. Okay, but I'm gonna just keep it to the white background for now. You can change the title color, title style. Let's say that right now it is custom, and if I'm changing it to 15 pixel, as you can see, it is affecting this product title here. Same thing, you can change the change all the setup for the description as well. Similar setup for the discount percentage, for the price and everything. Let's say that if I want to highlight the price, I can just increase it to 14% or whatever it is, right? And we are providing different setup for the price and the strike through price as well. And same thing for the, you can decide the rating star color, color as well, whatever you want, rating text as well that you want, and everything. Another good thing is you can decide the visibility. Okay, let's say that you want to provide this offer or this particular element only for the Android users, not for the iOS users. You can do that as well. Okay, if you want to only provide it for mobile or tablet or iPad devices, you can do that as well. The main thing here is you can decide that, okay, this should be visible to only logged in users and or the non-logged in users. So you can decide the different visibility options that we have provided here. Okay, same thing for the banner as well. Now for the banner, there are a couple different options. First of all, you can decide the stacking. So before going into that, let me actually hide this temporarily. Okay. So if I go to the stacking here, let's say that if I stack if I select the split, so you see the content differences here, how it looks like. If I do it like this one, okay, it will be like this. So you can decide the different layout first of all, then you can decide the alignment as well, if you want it center, left, or right. Okay, you can decide the alignment. Then after the scroll direction, you want it horizontal, which is the default setup, but you can have it vertical like this as well. There are lots of different indicator styles available here as well. So you can decide the different indicator style, indicator alignment. You want it on the left side, center, or on the right side. It's also possible. Indicator position over the banner or under the banner. So you can select on banner or under banner. It's totally that is customizable. And a couple other different options available here. Same thing, the margin and visibility and everything. Okay. Now let's move to the next element. So sorry, here. So we discussed about the banner. Then, for example, if you want to add categories here, okay, so you can simply drag and drop this kind of element here. You can change this to the category. So the category page that I have created here is using this list element. Now the product list and this particular list are two different things, because in the product list we have a lot of different content available to provide. In this particular category list, now you can use it for example, your e-commerce product, your restaurant, for your news categories, or anything that you want. I have used it for couple different use cases for our customers. Okay, so the same thing, you can enable the title. Let's say that you can give it a title like trending. Okay, so the title will be visible here. You can provide the CTA here as well, that okay, view more. Okay, and provide the view more URL here, that okay, when user will click on this view more button, where do you want to redirect them? So what you are doing here is that okay, you are displaying only 4 trending categories here, but when user will click on the view more, you are redirecting them to the particular website where they will be able to see all the different categories or all the different category products or anything that you want. Okay, and that's one thing. Second thing is each and every category can have its own URL as well. So as you can see, it is clickable and you can provide the action URL here, right? You can provide your own image. You can decide the background color and everything. So if I change the background color to, let's say, blue right now, okay, and save this. So right now this image is covering the full part, but let me try to upload a different image here. No, I think let me change the size just to be very sure. Not really. I have the proper sizing right now, but you see this little border here. Okay, so if your image is basically the transparent image, then instead of this white color, it will be displaying that background color particularly. Okay, so that's what this background color is, and I have used that example here. As you can see, all the images, all the product images are transparent. So for all the category listing here, it is displaying the same color, same background color for every one of them. Okay, so that kind of setup you can do here. Then after we do have other elements, let's say settings screen. So using the settings screen, you can just drag and drop here. Under the settings screen, first of all, you can create multiple sections. So right now I have one section, your information. Now I can add another section, let's say that others or something like that. Okay, save this, and I can start adding an item here that okay, this is going to be let's say that privacy policy. Okay, and I enter the URL here, any dummy URL for now, this one, save this. Okay, so as you can see, I can create multiple sections here. Each section can have multiple different items added to that. Okay, another big thing is each and every section has a visibility option. So let's say that if you want to enable this option only for the logged in user or for the non-logged in user, and I have my example ready here. Let's say this particular element, the title element, the paragraph element, and this button element. Okay, what I have done, I have given it a visibility of non-logged in user. So it will be only visible if user is not logged in right now. After that, I have a setting screen element here, section here particularly. So what I have decided here that okay, this particular section settings element will be only visible to the logged in user, because if user is logged in, then only I want to display the my account or addresses or those kind of stuff here. Okay, so right now if I go to the more screen, I click on the signing. Okay, I have the sign in option here. I click on the login here. So I'll be logging in now. Okay, so now, yeah, it's gonna refresh the application because I've logged in. As you can see, the sign in option has been disabled now and the my account option has been enabled now. Okay, so you can do that as well. You can play around with that, not only for the settings element. You can have that visibility for everything. Like I have this visibility set up even for the title element as well, that it should be only visible to the non-logged in user. And now because the user is logged in, the title is not visible here. Okay, so same thing you can play around with on your home screen as well, on your category screen as well, or anything or any element that you are adding. can have a different visibility settings provided here. Okay, so I think explained a couple different use cases here about the native screens. We do have a lots of different elements like title, paragraph, button, for example, images here, right? We can have a spacer as well. So if you will add the spacer in between, you can decide that, okay, if you want to add little extra space between two elements, so you can decide that as well. And as I said, everything is completely no code. So you are not writing single line of code to use the native screen. Everything is drag and drop, purely drag and drop, right? Then we have a divider. If you want to add a divider between two elements, you can decide the divider's height as well. Let's say, of course, I mean, this could be an exceptional situation where you want to use this much big divider, but you can have a divider of 1 pixel as well. Okay, you can decide the divider color, margin, visibility, all the different options. Visibility and margin options are available for all the elements. So you can decide that. You can always decide your visibility for each and every element that you are adding. Yeah, and then different layouts for different options. Let's say that this particular list here can be changed to either grid, it can be changed to horizontal as well, like horizontal scrolling can be changed to the vertical list as well, like the vertical scroll like this. Okay. At the same time, if it's a grid, for example, then you can decide that how many items you want in column. So let's say that you want 3 items in a column, 3 items in a row, for example, or 4 items in a row like this. Okay, so you can decide that as well. Same thing for the horizontal list as well. You can decide that you want 2 items visible at a time in the scroll. You want 3 items visible at a time in the horizontal scroll. You want 4. We are providing maximum 4 because, of course, in the mobile devices, we have a limited space. So going before that can disrupt your user experience. So we are limiting to 4 only. Okay, so moving forward, of course, we will be adding a lot more different elements here. I'll talk about that as well. But as I have explained earlier, that I have built this application completely from scratch in just 2 hours with the native screen setup and everything, category setup here and everything. Cart and wish list are the these 2 screens are actually the web screen. So I have kept it here as a like as a showcasing the true hybrid versions here, right? So as you can see, the cart is coming from is using the web URL right now. So even if I go to the cart, you will see it is using the URL. Same thing for the wish list as well. If you go to the wish list, it's using the URL, but again, the more screen is the native screen. Now, anytime user will click on the banner here, I'm bringing them to the particular URL. Same thing, even if they will click on this particular link, any items that on the native screen, it is bringing them to the particular URL. So it's a true hybrid concept here. Okay. Now let's move forward with our presentation again. So we talked about banners, that how you can utilize. I'll give you some of the real examples as well in a moment. Now the impact of the native screen on e-commerce brands, and this is the, I'm not just like coming up with this number randomly. These are the proven numbers based on Twinr internal case studies and our own analytics, that after including the native screen in the mobile applications, our businesses have seen 2x improvement in the repeat application sessions. Okay, maybe of course it's because of the first of all the differentiated content. That's the one thing. Second thing is, of course, the application performance and the speed improvements and everything. That's the second reason. And the third biggest reason is the app exclusive content, right? So those are the 3 biggest reasons we have seen 2x improvement in the repeat application sessions. The third thing is 35% increase in the time spent per session, which is again from our Twinr analytics. And whatever our top 20 users are, we have just looked at the analytics and came up with this number. And 50% more engagement on application only offer. So ultimately, when you are sending a notification and you are telling the user that, okay, or maybe if you are having a banner on the website saying that, okay, this offer is only available on the mobile application, or then you are sending a notification that, okay, app exclusive offer or something like that. We have seen 50% more engagement on application only offers or only app exclusive content. And this ultimately helps businesses to improve the product discovery and the loyalty flow adoption as well. Now, these are some of the it's been 1 month we released this feature. I would say that lots of our customers who are working with us since long time have started adopting this feature. A lot of new customers who are coming to Twinr are started adopting this feature as well. Now the thing is, 9 out of, or maybe I can say that to be more optimistic, 8 out of 10 customers are having at least one native screen into their mobile application. Okay, as you can see here, for one of our customer, Rentu, there was a, like the user experience or those kind of issues and everything when that particular customer implemented the native screen. And I'll show you the live application as well. The customer itself said it's really awesome and it looks like an application now. Okay, because of the native screen, because of the performance improvements and everything. Same thing, the VB application demo that I'm giving you right now. Okay, that is also our biggest e-commerce customer right now, and they have seen in their application about 55% retention rates. So in the mobile application, they are currently seeing 55% of the retention rate versus 30% is actually the industry average for the e-commerce. For the retail and e-commerce industries, 30% is the industry average. Opposed to that, they are having 55% retention rate for their product. Another one is the Kojo Roastery, and this is actually interesting story. So I had a conversation with this customer a week ago actually, and he told me that, okay, I have built a mobile application on Twinr. I want to run app exclusive offers, but I'm feeling little limited. But that customer was not really using the native screen because he wanted to differentiate between two things. He wanted to, tell their website users that, okay, I have the offer available on the mobile application, which you can only get after downloading the application. Okay. So what we have done for him is, so let me open his website here as well. So he posted this banner on the website that, okay, download our app and get 15% off your first in-app purchase. Okay. Now, similar to, I'll show you his mobile application as well. So if I go here, Kojo, yes. So in the mobile application, when any of the user will download the mobile application, I have this is the complete native screen. So we have added this element, image element here, and we have written that, okay, now because you have downloaded the mobile app, so use this code at checkout to get your 15% off. So the idea here is, on the website, you are talking about that, okay, download our application and get the 15% off, but you are not revealing this code anywhere else. Okay, you are only revealing this code into the mobile application itself. Now, if you can use banner here, you can use image here, you can use, let's say that in our example here, okay, you can use banner like this to announce this coupon code here. You can just simply add a new element like image, okay, and drop an image here with this content. That's what the customer has done here. Very simple, right? So these are the different use cases, and it is helping them to increase their mobile application adoption. And the more user will adopt the mobile application, we already know that the retention and the repeat purchase are going to increase, because that's the best value proposition of having the mobile application. So what are the upcoming features that we are already planned in our native screens? So as you can see, we have a video element upcoming. We will be upcoming with right now, let's say the content is available, or maybe you are adding all the content from the Twinr dashboard itself. Now, if you want to connect with the REST APIs from your backend, if you want to connect, so in the future you will be able to do that as well. Okay, the native elements will be connected with the REST endpoint, so your backend. So the native elements will be directly fetching the data from your backend. It will give you much more dynamism to our native elements. The next feature that we are coming up with, which will be available, I would say, by end of next week, or maybe probably by end of this month, which is push notification scheduling. So right now, one-time push notifications, if I go to the engagement right now, okay, so if I go to the one-time push sorry, I do not have the Firebase and everything set up for the demo, but one-time push notification, right now it is limited, where you need to send the notification, or you need to create a notification only when you want to send it. But moving forward, you will be able to schedule those notifications for the in the future dates. Segmented push notifications. We are coming up with the segmented push notification feature where you will be able to decide that, okay, I want to send notification to only users who were not active in last 30 days, or who were active in the last 30 days, or who are whose device language is French, or who are our or basically who is from the French or the France region, or maybe the Canada region, or maybe the USA region. You will be able to segment based on that. Another segmentation that we will be providing is, let's say that if user is using your application, for example here, then we will be tracking their activity, that okay, they have visited this particular page, that they have visited the card, that they have visited the more, or any particular URL. So we'll be tracking that activity from the user, and you will be able to segment based on that. Okay, give me any users who did not visit the cart screen or the cart page in the last 30 days. So you will be able to send a notification to that particular segment as well. And it's not only about that cart. You can have any particular page visited link into the segmentation. And this is about the notifications here. Another big engagement feature that we are coming up with, in-app messaging. If some of you are already know about this feature, then you know what is in-app messaging it. But if some of you doesn't know that in-app messaging means, similar to push notification, you will be able to create in-app messaging campaigns from here. Okay, and those in-app messaging will be visible when user will open an application. It will be visible as a element over the screen here. Okay, it can be elements, or it can be like an image, or it can be completely custom created. So same thing, it will be a drag and drop feature. You will be able to design your own in-app messaging and everything. We'll talk about it when we release it, but that's another big feature that will be upcoming, that is coming in upcoming months. So we have already posted the link in the chat here, in the meeting chat here, about providing the feedback, or maybe if you want to request any new updates or upgrades, or any new feature into the native screen, or overall into the Twinr product, please fill up that form, provide us the feedback. It will really help us to improve the product and to fulfill your requirements and your actual use cases as well. If you think that there is something missing in what we are providing right now, please fill up that form and let us know. That will be really helpful for us to understand your requirements and providing the features and adding it to our roadmap that you are actually looking for, you wish to really use it. Now I will open a window for everyone to ask questions here. Either you can directly ask me question, you can post your question in the chat, and I'll start reading it and start answering your questions, right? I will be posting a link in the chat here. If you want to set up a demo with me to learn more about the native screens, how you can use it inside your mobile applications and everything, the link is available. The link will be available in the meeting chat here. So set up a demo with me, okay? I will give you more information about based on your application and your use cases. We'll talk about in the one-on-one strategy call that, okay, what kind of native screens or features you can implement in your mobile applications. Native screen is part of the premium package. So if you are currently on the, for example, on the basic plan, on the standard plan, we have the 30% discount for 1 year enabled. So you can just go ahead and upgrade to the premium plan. And as I said, like, book a one-on-one strategy call with me. I'll give you more idea that, okay, what kind of use cases you can have with a native screen. So yeah, I think let's start questions. Anyone, they can unmute themselves. They can ask the question directly, or they can just post their question into the meeting chat here, and I'll start answering that. And by the way, you can connect with me over the WhatsApp as well. My personal phone number has already been posted in the meeting chat here. So send me a message on WhatsApp if you want to ask me anything, even after the webinar, even after today's meeting. I will give you more information about anything, or it's not limited to the native screen, of course. It can be related to anything about any Twinr features or overall the Twinr product understanding. Okay. I can see some of the customers